just, you and I were just having a conversation here, and here we go. So we have Molly here, who has just finished up the first phase of our peripheral neuropathy program.
Right.
Do you mind if I just talk about how bad it was in terms of the numbers when we did that initial examination?
No.
Okay, so when we did the initial examination, we found about a 90% loss of the sensory nerves in those feet. Now, for those people who are watching, that may not mean anything, but it means it was really bad. Can you just tell me how bad was it, and then we'd like to hear what's it like now? What's your feet feel like?
Blocks of ice.
Okay, blocks of ice.
Blocks of ice, like Frankenstein feet.
Oh gosh.
That's how I compare it.
That sounds horrible. And what was it like living with these blocks of ice? Did it affect you at night, at sleeping,
Yep.
during the day? I mean, what sort of things was it preventing you from doing?
It was preventing me from walking around my house doing
Mhm.
anything
Yeah.
because my feet hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and they were either ice cold feeling or burning up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I felt like there was thousands of needles in them poking
Ugh.
me.
Wow.
So I couldn't walk. I was on medication. I'm still on the medication, but
Mhm.
I notice a great difference in the feeling in my feet now on the medication than
Good.
I did before, because
Yeah.
I can actually feel my feet now.
Ah, that's excellent.
And I don't have the pins and needles that I
Mhm.
had even with the medication.
Mm-hmm.
So it's much better walking. I take bigger steps. I'm
Good.
more confident
Good.
in when I walk.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm beginning to feel like myself like 15 years ago
15 years ago.
when we moved to Virginia.
Oh my gosh. My
Yeah,
gosh.
I didn't know it, but I was actually, my shoulders were up here, and I was walking curved over.
Mm.
And my shoulders are down,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel much better, and I feel better. I have a better stand-up position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still have difficulty getting out of a chair, but that
Yeah.
had nothing to do with why I came here.
Yes.
It's just old age.
Yeah,
You know, that
you don't
you-
have to say that for the camera, but yeah, you're
No.
older than you look, because you look
Uh-huh.
phenomenal. Any other things that you care to share? You were talking about, I think, the shoulders,
shoulder.
and then your back as well.
Well, I had been going to physical therapy for my shoulder
Mm-hmm.
at Martha Jefferson Hospital, and that lady referred me because she said the pain in my shoulder was coming from my neck.
Yes.
So I went to I guess some kind of neurology,
Mm-hmm.
orthopedic person,
Maybe so.
and he tested my whole arm with needles,
Okay.
and he said it was definitely not coming from my neck. It was coming from my shoulder itself.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, I mean, how many therapies did I have?
About 10.
About 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still the same. And you did treatment on my arm 3 times.
Yeah. There you go.
And it's, I would say it's 60% better if I move my arm wrong. And I
Yeah.
don't know when I'm
Yeah.
doing that because it's different positions.
Yeah.
I get pain, but it goes away.
That's pretty phenomenal, especially considering you came in for your feet. And so it's a nice little side effect, I guess.
I see
Side
she's
effect.
taking,
Yeah.
instead of one step at a time, a couple of times I've seen it go up 2
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's done
That's
that quite a
good.
few times.
Hey.
Now, I've done
Hey.
step at a time since 1988
Whoa.
when I had a torn meniscus.
Wow.
And I didn't have the strength, but now I think that the weight
Yeah.
loss
Yeah.
is helping that. But
Yes.
I'm trying to do that
Good.
now.
Yeah.
I'm not pushing myself
Good.
to do that, but I have done it.
2 questions. How did you find out about our program? And what would you recommend or encourage for maybe somebody who's watching this? And maybe they're skeptical. Dad, does this program really work? My doctor said there's nothing to be done for neuropathy. Just learn to get used to it. How did you find out about the program?
We read an ad
You read an ad. Okay.
in the Flavanna Review,
Okay.
and I had never seen an ad from anyone like that before.
Mm-hmm.
So Nikki and I discussed it, and he knew I was getting really bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't even do housework. because of the combination of
Yeah.
my shoulder
Yeah.
and the feet. I
Yeah.
was just in a terrible position. I was really mentally depressed.
No kidding.
I mean, my brain does not feel 78, which is my age.
There
So, but my body does.
it is. Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I would recommend anyone that has any kind of problem that they think is like a ligament or a nerve problem to come to you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Because
And as a husband, I see a great improvement.
Thank
even
you.
my attitude is improved.
Is that true, Nikki?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big improvement.
Oh, nice. Nice. Good. Well, I want to thank you. You two I feel like you're a patient here too, Nikki, and you're such an awesome support. You said this guy's here
yes.
every single time. He's got you. I know he's got your back at home. I know he's helping
Yep.
you with food choices and encouragement, and I hear nothing but encouragement. And that's just a good positive vibe and positive message for those who are watching this too. Sure, we can do it alone, but it's so much easier if you've got the back. And we're going to back you. I'm here. My staff is here to back you. But to have a loved one, pulling with you and pulling for you, and being your cheerleader, which is what Nick was. So you both deserve a lot of credit.
Just the love of my life.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Well,
you've been
I've lost close to 30 pounds
my goodness.
in
Wow.
this diet
Wow.
now.
28
And
pounds to be exact.
yeah. And I'm going to continue losing weight.
Yes, you will.
I'm not going to go off your diet.
Good.
And I feel that the diet is a diet that would be what I should be eating if I was like 130 pounds. I
Good
think
point.
I
Yeah.
think that once I get to that weight,
Yeah.
there is a weight that the diet that I'm on
Mm-hmm.
will continue the same weight.
It's the same thing. The same thing.
Yeah.
And you said earlier how much did you feel you improved on those legs, the feet?
I feel I've improved in the whole thing
Yeah.
because I think the feet control most of your body.
Yeah.
And if you have a good balance and if
Mhm.
you have good posture and the whole thing works together.
Good point.
And it's supposed to work together.
Good point.
And my body was not working together. It was fighting each part.
Yeah.
And I think if your whole body works together, you feel better.
Good. Got that right.
And I think my brain is working better.
I think it is too. I can tell.
So, I mean, I really appreciate all you've done for me.
My pleasure.
And I would recommend you to everyone I have that are friends of mine. And people in church are asking, they're saying you've lost weight. They're noticing now that I've lost weight.
That's always nice.
And I have clothes that I couldn't wear before that I'm in now.
It's incredible. I know you could keep going on. I'm getting called to the front. It's been an honor and a privilege to meet with you. And